Hi, my name's Jean. I'm one of the AMCSI conference planning team members, or Loon Crew. And since we're less than 1 week away from this year's conference, we wanted to provide a few quick reminders and tips for those of you who are heading to Orlando. Before I jump into those reminders, we'd like to thank our very generous sponsors, exhibitors, donors, advertisers, and volunteers who've helped make this year's conference possible. We couldn't do it without you. The first thing we want to start with in terms of reminders is what you should be packing when you're getting ready for conference. And this year, we'll actually all be together during the conference on AMC Awareness Day, which is recognized on June 30th each year. So we encourage everyone to bring their AMC Awareness Day shirts or any blue gear that you have and plan to wear that on June 30th so that we can celebrate together. The conference program and schedule have both been posted online. You can access them in advance using the URL or QR codes shown on the screen. When you check in for conference, you'll receive a hard copy of the conference program, which contains the schedule. Just know we have a limited number of copies, so we're only able to provide one hard copy of the conference program to each group or registered traveling party. This year's conference will be held at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. For those of you who are staying on property, please know it is full of wonderful restaurants and activities. There is a pool available from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily, weather permitting, and there is a hotel shuttle which will help transport you across the property. We encourage you to check with the front desk when arriving to confirm times and availability of these services. And for anyone who's planning to park on site, please know you must have your ticket for your parking validation to get discounted parking at the property. Now this is a quick map of the Caribe Royale, and let me turn on a pen here and draw a few important pointers. So you'll check in at the property here at the front desk, and then once you check in, I encourage you to head straight back into the main pool area. We hope everyone will gather here after registration closes on Wednesday for an informal sort of meet and greet around the pool. There are a number of guest towers that surround the pool, and there are other areas on the property that also have guest suites. So you'll maybe in one of these towers, or you may be in another location further back, depending on the type of room. But if you head around the pool and just past Tower 2, you'll come up to the convention center or meeting area, and the AMCSI conference, registration, check-in, vendors, all of that stuff is going to take place here in the convention center on the Caribbean ballroom side. So just head straight back past the pool behind Tower 2 and make your way to the Caribbean ballroom foyer area to start registration. Registration will open on Wednesday, June 29th at 5 p.m. That means you can check in. For those of you who are volunteering, though, you're allowed to check in a little bit early. So volunteers who have already signed up to volunteer at the conference may check in starting at 2 p.m. Otherwise, everyone else must wait until 5 p.m. Eastern. We encourage everyone to either print out their Eventbrite tickets or to have their digital ticket available on the Eventbrite mobile app so that we can scan it for a quicker check-in process. If you can't, don't worry, we can always look you up and check you in that way, but remember it's a lot faster if you can either print it out or have the ticket ready to scan. While we're really excited to be gathering together again for the in-person AMCSI conference, please know that things will be a little bit different than in years past. For this year, face coverings, either a mask or face shield, will be required at all AMCSI indoor conference locations for participants 2 and older. We've also offered different colored name tag lanyards to help attendees indicate their social distancing preferences. So we encourage you to look for either a green, yellow, or red lanyard on participants to understand how much personal space they may prefer while at conference activities. We also want to thank all of our volunteers who have offered to help at a number of activities at this year's conference. Volunteers may check in at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, June 29th. You'll head over to the Caribbean Ballroom and look for that registration or check-in desk in the foyer. Volunteer training will start in that same area at 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. If you aren't able to attend that training, you'll need to find either Beth Sellers or Lorena Swanson-Carter, who are shown here on the slide, later on when you are able to arrive on site so that they can confirm your volunteer status and help direct you to the appropriate location. For those of you who are able to volunteer for 4 or more hours at conference, you'll receive a special gift. And then for those of you who bring back your old volunteer t-shirt, if you've helped at previous conference, you'll get a different special gift. So if you can, bring those old shirts back. We are only able to accept volunteer support from registered attendees. So if you are not a registered participant at conference, while we thank you for your willingness to help out, unfortunately, you cannot volunteer unless you are age 16 or older and registered to attend this year's conference. We're excited to offer children's programming this year, or fun activities for our younger conference attendees. Although for this year's sessions, you'll need to register for these activities in advance. There's an online sign-up sheet which you can access using the URL shown here or via the QR code. Please know for the magician and costume shop sessions, there are 2 of each, and you may sign up for only 1 of each because there'll be duplicate sessions and we want to be sure that we have enough room for everyone. If you're unable to sign up in advance, there will be sign-up sheets available physically outside of children's programming in Orlando, but remember, spaces will go on a first-come, first-served basis. So we strongly encourage you to sign up in advance if you'd like to attend any of the sessions. We also want to remind everyone that you may not leave children unattended in children's programming. All children must be accompanied by someone 16 or older. That means if you are age 15 or younger, you must have someone with you who is 16 or older. And we thank everyone for helping to comply with this request. We will again be offering a group dinner on Thursday evening. However, this year, rather than gathering together and eating in the ballroom together, this time we'll be offering what's called a box dinner. That means all of the dinners will be pre-packaged in boxes. Our attendees may bring their dinner tickets and their name badges and pick up meals in these boxes on Thursday between 6 and 8 p.m. in Caribbean rooms 3 and 4. You have to show your dinner ticket and name badge for each box dinner that you'll be picking up. So if you're grabbing for your group, make sure you bring everyone's name badges and dinner tickets. And from there, you can take the box dinners and eat either in your room with the small group or in one of the hotel's common areas. And it's back. We are really happy to have the AMC Prom back on Friday evening. It'll take place from 7 to 9 in Caribbean 5 through 7. So this has become an annual event, and it is a come-as-you-are event. You can dress up or dress down. We do want to remind everyone that masks or face coverings are required, and you must have your conference name badge to enter the prom. There is not a meal that's provided as part of prom, so dinner is on your own on Friday. And for this year's event, we are really excited to be joined by a live band, the American Fools. We want to thank them for their time, and we can't wait to have them perform with us. Another one of our annual conference traditions is back, but in a slightly different form. We will create a group photo, but rather than everyone gathering together in a large room to take one massive photo of all of our attendees at once, we'll instead provide opportunities for attendees to stop by the AMC photo booth, which is located in the Caribbean foyer, and have a small group photo taken in their conference t-shirts at various times throughout conference. We'll then collage all of those photos together to make a collaged group photo rather than a single group photo of everyone all at once. So please be sure to wear your conference t-shirts and then stop by the photo booth in the foyer. You'll sign in for the group photo shots, and there will be a special photographer available there on Thursday and Friday from 1 to 4, and then your last chance will be Saturday morning from 10 to 10:45. We'll also make all of the individual shots available to download. So we encourage you to take advantage of this and help us get a great collaged group photo together for this year's conference. One of AMCSI's biggest annual fundraisers is also back, and that's the silent auction. This will take place throughout the conference in the room Caribbean 1. You have to register to bid on any item, so you can do that when you step into the Caribbean 1 room. The silent auction will be open running from 9 to 5 on Thursday and Friday, and then again from 9 to noon on Saturday. So final bids are due Saturday by noon. Once those bids are collected, the winners will be posted Saturday, and then you must pay for the item before it will be released to you on Saturday afternoon. And again, another great annual tradition, Painting with Teresa, is back. So this will take place Saturday, July 2nd in Caribbean 2 at 11 a.m. This annual tradition will allow attendees to participate in a large group painting activity. Children 17 and under will have access to a single 5x7 canvas, and then adult AMCers, we have a limited number of those same canvases for you. We'll provide the paints, the brushes, and the supplies. You bring the creativity and have fun. We encourage attendees to wear old clothing if possible, because sometimes it can get a little bit messy. We do need volunteers to help us set up Friday evening after prom. So if you're available July 1st at 9 p.m., stop by Caribbean 2 to help us lay down plastic and get the room ready for this activity. And we are really excited to be joined by a number of exhibitors and vendors this year. So when you're coming into the Caribbean ballroom area, please be sure to take some time to walk through the foyer and stop in and visit with our exhibitors and vendors. We have a variety of AMC authors, artists, and then other service providers who may be of interest to our attendees. We have two new features at this year's conference. There will be a quiet room available in Boca 7 and 8 at various times on Thursday and Friday. This isn't a play space. This is a specific area designated for those who might need to take just a quiet break from a lot of the overwhelming sensory input. So we encourage attendees, if you need to just step away and have a quiet moment to yourself, review the conference schedule and see if the quiet room is available. The AMCSI Board of Directors will also be hosting office hours this year. So they'll have walk-in office hours on Thursday, June 30th from 11 to 1 in the Governor's Boardroom, and then in that same room on Friday from 11 to 1. If you can't stop by at those times, you can call them at 1-805-55 AMCSI, and then leave them a message with the best times to connect with you at conference. They'll be monitoring that voicemail box all throughout, and we'll get back to you to try to set up a time to talk. So that's it. Those are our friendly reminders. We hope that this is helpful, and we cannot wait to see you in Orlando. Bye.